69 on your radio dial. Thank you for that round of applause. I appreciate it. And it's good to hear after everything that we just went through to try and get this show started tonight. We've got a special guest tonight, other young son, Michael. So tonight will be the premiere of the Jake and Mike and Dad show. And hopefully, if Michael is agreeable, that we will have him back again.
And it's just, never mind, it's back.
You don't have to point out all the problems tonight.
I should keep a tally every time it goes out.
About 3 years ago, I did a show of novelty songs from the 40s and before. In fact, the first one was from like 1898. Well, today we're going to continue that finally. And the number of songs that we've got for the 1950s is astronomical. So we're not going to do all of them tonight because we would probably be here until this time tomorrow. But we are going to do at least part one of novelty songs of the 1950s, which was probably the best era for novelty songs, at least with my research findings. So why don't you go ahead and start, Jake, with the first novelty song that we're going to be listening to tonight.
Already terrified of this one just by the name and the description because, oh boy. The Chinese Mule Train by Spike Jones, which I'm sure isn't racist at all, released March 1950, peaked at number 13 on the Billboard best-selling pop singles chart somehow. Chinese Mule Train by Spike Jones and his City Slickers is a novelty parody of Frankie Lane's Mule Train with a stereotypical Chinese vocal.
And if any of you out there have listened to the novelty songs of the 1940s, you know that Spike Jones was featured prominently. This is kind of where he started waning a little bit as far as the music was concerned. But Chinese Mule Train.
Hey, mule, hola! Una, goma na yo. Clippity clap and no gano. Manda yo kono ma ho. Clippity clap, clippity clap, clippity 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 clap and along. Onda no guna mona na no guyanda. Ulama una tu wanda. Yina una ginano yapango no yo mano. Luchi! Hey! Una ho! Luchi alaba! Oda uno! Hey, what's up, Mario Mule? Only say me go clippity clap for Flanky Lane. Only say me go clippity clap, chop for Blink Crosby. Only say me go chop for Von Malo. Only say me go for Guy Lombardo. You fool, you fool! Hola, moya, oda. There's a plug of chort tobacco for a miner in Kelowna, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a glass of calico for a plate in Navajo. Get a lahon, mule! Get a lahon, luche! Hola! Hey, what do you cats do? Lance pause? Clippity clapping over here. that's how they never stop. Clippity-clop, got little telescopes and keychains. Whole picture knocked your eye out. Accordion for filler, who gonna have a tryout. A week from Sunday night with Mr. Holy's height. Get the low, oh, the flogging throat. Me better take slow boat for China. Lucia, oh, mule, you mule, you. Flaggy Lane, Bleak Crosby, Von Monroe, Tennessee Ernie, oh, Lucia. Hola,
Chinese Mule Train. We've had a little bit of dissension from the folks here in the studio.
From the people born in the...
That's
Spike
insane.
Jones, what an asshole.
And you know what? Talk something, because your level's really low.
Check.
Okay, I turned yours up some, so
Okay.
Michael's got to go all the way up. All right, so a great way to kick off the 1950s.
You cannot get any worse from here.
Don't
I
worry,
hope.
we're at least the next one we're making fun of white people.
And if you remember, 1950, we were at war in Korea against the Chinese, so that may have had something to do. No, you know what? That's something that I brought out in the first one. A lot of the songs from the 1940s also were politically incorrect,
No shit.
but it had a lot to do with what was going on in the world at that
Yeah,
time.
I used American propaganda.
So,
But-
at any rate, that one was from 1950. My next one is from my favorite Warner Brothers cartoon.
Mine too.
It's,
I've not seen it, I think.
yeah. Well, I will probably provide the video on this recording when I do this. But Bugs Bunny is vacationing in the Ozarks and stumbles into the territory of two hillbilly brothers, Kurt and Pumpkinhead Martin. The brothers figure Bugs as being a member of the Khoi clan. They are feuding with and make several attempts to shoot him. Bugs foils them each time. Kurt and Pumpkinhead are determined to get revenge on Bugs for their humiliation. Bugs easily outsmarts them and eventually, dressed as an attractive hillbilly girl, tricks them into doing a square dance. The dance tune starts as a straightforward version of Skip to My Lou, played and called by the jukebox band, the Sow Belly Trio. Shortly into it, Bugs deliberately unplugs the jukebox, removes the dress, and takes over fiddling and square dance calling, still to the beat and rhythm of the song, but manipulating the Martins through a series of slapstick comedy gags. Bugs proceeds to assign the Martins increasingly bizarre and violent directives, which the brothers unquestioningly follow with hilarious results. Finally, with the Martins having promenaded off a cliff, Bugs finishes the dance by having the Martins groggily bow to each other before collapsing due to exhaustion from the whole dance and saying, "And that is all," and playing 6 final notes on the fiddle before the cartoon ends. So,
Okay, I was gonna say I bet I know what the 6 notes are, but it would be 7.
You know,
so
pointing out to Dad earlier too, we saw this as little kids on Saturday morning cartoons.
yes.
And for years and years and years afterwards, there was about a 10 to 15 second section of the song that was edited out because it's the most violent part of the song. And it's the best part of the song.
That's right. So, at any rate, from the Warner Brothers Bugs Bunny cartoon Hillbilly Hair, and I have no idea what this is called. I just called it Hillbilly Hair Square Dance, if it will start.
Let's all square dance. Places all. Bow to your corner. Bow to your own. 3 hands up and round you go. Break it up with a do-si-do. Chicken in the bread pan, kicking out dough. Skip to my loo, my darling. The old lady out, you pretty little thing. And promenade around the ring. Big foot up and little foot down. Make that big foot jaw the ground. The lady step back and 2 gents in. Back you go and forward again. Step right up with an elbow swing. Skip to my loo, my darling. Alaman left with the old left hand. Follow through with the right and left grand. Meet your honey with a great big smile. Promenade Indian style.
Promenade across the floor, sashay right on out the door, and into the glade, and everybody promenade. Step right up, you're doing fine. I'll pull your bid, you pull mine. You get again, look at it before. Break it up with a go war. splash and come right out. Shake like a hound dog, shake again. Wallow around in the old pig pen. Wallow some more, you'll know how. Roll around like an old fat sow. Element left with your left hand. Follow through with the right and left grand. Now leave your partner in the dirty old thing. Follow through with an elbow swing. Grab a fence post, hold it tight. Whomp your partner with all your might. Hit him in the chin, hit him in the head. Hit him again, the critter ain't dead. Whop him low and whop him high. Stick your finger in his eye. Pretty little rhythm, pretty little sound. Bang your heads against the ground. Promenade all around the room. Promenade like a bride and groom. Open up the door and step right in. Close the door and into a spin. Whirl, whirl, twist and twirl. Jump all around like a flying squirrel. Now don't you cuss and don't you swear. Just come right out and form a square. Now right hand over left hand under. Both join hands and run like thunder. Over the hill and over the dale. Tuck your head and lift your tail. Don't you stray and don't you roam. Turn around and promenade home. Corn in the crib and wheat in the sack. Turn your partner, promenade back. And now you're home. Bow to your partner. Bow to the gent across the hall. And that is all.
Hillbilly Hair, with Bugs Bunny doing most of the vocal on that.
Well,
And-
Mel Blanc.
Well, yeah. As you see, we've got a tribute to Mel Blanc up on the wall there. Yes, we at DURK are equal opportunity offenders. So
Who's next?
I don't think this one probably the American Nazi Party.
Fantastic. All right, so the next song is The Thing by Phil Harris. Released October of 1950, peaked at number 1 on the Billboard chart. Other versions recorded by Arthur Godfrey, the Ames Brothers, Danny Kaye, Kid Songs, Ray Charles, Teresa Brewer, Adam West, and Australian orchestra leader Les Welch. The lyrics are of a first-person narration describing the discovery on a beach of a large wooden box that is floating in the bay, which the narrator pulls out of the water. Whatever is in the box is never revealed, nor is it called The Thing in the lyrics. When the lyrics call for the thing to be named, the vocals simply pause for 3 percussive knocks. The narrator is overjoyed by his discovery, which repels seemingly everyone else in this world and the next. Repels. Did I say repels?
Yeah, you did say.
All right.
All right, so Phil Harris.
I think I've heard this one before.
From 1950. Yeah,
Sounds familiar.
I know I've heard it, but I've compiled all of these, so that's where I would have heard it. The Thing, so that
While I was walking down the beach one bright and sunny day, I saw a great big wooden box a-floating in the bay. I pulled it in and opened it up, and much to my surprise, ooh, I discovered a right before my eyes. Ooh, I discovered a right before my eyes. I picked it up and ran to town as happy as a king. I took it to a guy I knew who'd buy most anything. But this is what he hollered at me as I walked in his shop. Oh, get out of here with that before I call a cop. Oh, get out of here with that before I call a cop. I turned around and got right out a-running for my life. And then I took it home with me to give it to my wife. But this is what she hollered at me as I walked in the door. Oh, get out of here with that, and don't come back no more. Oh, get out of here with that, and don't come back no more. I wandered all around the town until I chanced to meet a hobo who was looking for a handout on the street. He said he'd take most any old thing. He was a desperate man. But when I showed him he turned around and ran. Oh, when I showed him he turned around and ran. I wandered on for many years, a victim of my fate, until one day I came upon St. Peter at the gate. And when I tried to take it inside, he told me where to go. Get out of here with that, and take it down below. Oh, get out of here with that, and take it down below. The moral of the story is, if you're out on the beach, And you should see a great big box and it's within your reach. Don't ever stop and open it up. That's my advice to you, 'cause you'll never get rid of them. No matter what you do, oh, you'll never get rid of them. No matter what you do.
Oh, there's 0 seconds left.
All right. Jacob is working
I think that's right.
extremely slowly getting the
Because I want to
microphones
be... Well, I
turned
want...
back on.
My dyslexia. I want to be it right is what almost just came out.
Okay. Apparently, Jake is getting all the Spike Jones. Well, Michael's going to have a Spike Jones coming up, but I'm getting the Looney Tunes ones tonight. This next one is by Mel Blanc.
No, you're skipping me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This next one is not by Mel
This
Blanc.
next one is by Jacob
Everyone's
here.
favorite racist again. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Spike Jones and his City Slickers. Released October 1950, peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Best-Selling Children's Records chart. So now I really, really, really hope that it's nothing bad. Because if children are listening to it, then oh no.
Well, and I can tell you that going through the 1940s one, I came up with Billboard charts that I had never heard of before.
Yeah, I don't think
There's a Billboard
best-selling
chart
children
for
records
everything.
exists anymore.
No, I don't think so either. So anyway, here's a Christmas song for everybody.
Hopefully.
Hello. Milky Way Garage, located between heaven and earth.
Hello? This is Rudolph. I wonder if
Oh, not again. Rudolph, how many times must I tell you? Don't call us. We'll call you. Goodbye.
Hello, ho, ho, hello, ho, ho. I am Santa Claus.
Hello.
Please call your mechanic while I wait. I'm having lots of trouble with my reindeer 8. The dasher won't dash and the dancer won't dance. The vixen needs fixin' and the prancer won't prance. The donner and blitzen are worn and weak. The cupid is stupid and the comet won't streak. I need your help and need it right away.
It looks like Rudolph's chance to save the day.
Who did you say?
I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call me names. They never ever let me join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Then how the reindeer loved me as they shouted out with glee. Whee!
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
I just love to eat the bulbs off my Christmas trees. Ever since I was a pup, when I smile, my nose lights up.
All of the other plain deer wish that they could only be
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I'll go down in history.
Come Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen.
And don't forget Rudolph.
You'll go down in history.
See, I don't think he offended anybody in that song.
I mean, Rudolph was annoying, but that wasn't him, I think. Because if he can do that with his voice, that's very impressive.
All right, so as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted because I went out of order.
Yeah.
The next one is actually credited to Mel Blanc. It was off of an album that he recorded. And this one's called I Taught a Putty Tat. And I'm glad that I'm Bugs Bunny. So I guess it's a medley. This song
I mean, you got them listed as two different things on there. Because there's one and there's the other.
So, I know what this is. The A side was I Taught a Putty Tat, and the B side was I'm glad that I'm Bugs Bunny. But we're only going to play the A side. This song peaked at number 9 on the Billboard Pop chart during a 7-week chart run in February and March of 1951. The record sold more than 2 million copies. I Taught a Putty Tat is a novelty song sung by Mel Blanc, who provided the voice of the bird Tweety and of his nemesis Sylvester. The lyrics depict the basic formula of the Tweety-Sylvester cartoons released by Warner Brothers throughout the late 1940s into the early 1960s. Tweety wanting to live a contented life only to be harassed by Sylvester, who is looking to eat the canary, and Tweety's mistress shooing the cat away. Toward the end of the song, the two perform a duet with Tweety coaxing Sylvester into singing with him after promising that his, Tweety's, mistress won't chase Sylvester away. So this is I Taught a Putty Tat.
I am a little tiny bird, my name is Tweety Pie. I live inside my bird cage, hanging way up high. I like to swing upon my perch and sing my little song. But there's a cat that's after me and won't let me alone. I taught a putty tat a-tweeping upon me. I taught a putty tat as plain as he could be.
I am that great big bad old cat, Sylvester is my name. I only have one aim in life, and that is very plain. I want to catch that little bird and eat him right away. But just as I get close to him, this is what he'll say. I taught a putty tat a-creeping upon me. You bet he saw a putty tat. That putty tat is me.
That putty tat is very bad. He sneaks up from behind. I don't think I would like it if I knew what's on his mind. I have a strong suspicion that his plans for me aren't good. I am inclined to think that he would eat me if he could.
I'd like to eat that sweetie pie when he leaves his cage, but I can never catch him. It throws me in a rage. You bet I'd eat that little bird if I could just get near. But every time that I approach, this is all I hear.
I taught a putty tat a-tweeping upon me. I taught a putty tat as plain as he could be. And when I sing that little song, my mistress knows he's back. She grabs her broom and brings it down upon Sylvester's back. So listen, you bad putty tat, let's both be friends, you see. My mistress will not chase you if you sing this song with me. Come on now, like a good cat.
Oh, all right. Suffer and succotash.
I taught a putty cat a-tweeping upon me. I taught a putty cat as plain as he could be.
So that was Mel Blanc. And moving on to another Spike Jones.
Right back.
Another
right back
Spike,
to Notorious Asshole Spike.
Spike Jones song. And Michael gets to announce what's going on with this.
The Tennessee Waltz by Spike Jones, released December of 1950. peaked at number 16 on the Billboard best-selling pop singles chart. Lindley Armstrong Jones, a.k.a. Spike, was an American musician and bandleader specializing in spoof arrangements of popular songs and classical music. Ballads receiving the Jones treatment were punctuated with gunshots, whistles, cowbells, hiccups, burps, and outlandish and comedic vocals. And racist vocals. Jones and his band recorded under the titles Spike Jones and his City Slickers from the 1940s to the mid-1950s and toured as the Musical Depreciation Review.
I think the first one was a little bit more than racism. I think that was a full-on hate crime.
I mean, it can only get better from the first one.
I can't.
You'd be surprised.
I'm terrified.
So here's the Tennessee Waltz.
I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz. Then an old friend I happened to see, introduced him to my loved one, and while they were waltzing, my friends stole my sweetheart from me. Oh-ha! I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I'm knowing how much I have lost. Daddle-die. Oh, yes, I lost my little darling. The night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. I remember the night in the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Sing it, Sarah. Yes, I lost my little darling. The night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz.
A regular Tennessee, I think.
And that takes care of the Jews as far as offending people. The next one, Jacob is going to...
I am? Okay.
Yeah, you go after Michael, remember?
Oh, boy. John and Marcia by Stan Freberg, released February of 1951. This songless novelty song comes from the undisputed king of 50s recorded parodies because no one likes Spike Jones. No, that's what I said. Stan Freberg, who scored lots of minor hits with his brand of gentle satire. Here he parodies radio soap operas, which, despite having no visuals, were at least as silly and overwrought as the ones lingering on TV today. The real genius is how Stan, playing both sexes, manages to convey every single emotion possible in a relationship merely by having these two repeat each other's names. This hit continued to be a comedy touchstone later. In fact, John Lennon and Yoko Ono once recorded their own version, which I'm sure sounded like one man and some small animal being tortured. So,
all right, here it is, John and Marcia.
John. Marcia. John. Marcia. John? Marcia. John. Marcia. John. Marcia. John. Marcia. John. John. Marcia. Oh, John. Marcia. John. Marcia. Marcia. John. Marcia. John. Marcia. Oh, Marcia, Marcia. John, John. Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. John, John, John. Marcia, 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 Marcia. John, 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 Marcia. John. Marcia.
Well, there you have it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's about as meaningful as soap operas are on TV today. All right, the next one
is mine.
It is Michael's. I mean, Jacob, I keep trying to leave you out. It's because you're just sitting there like you're not doing anything.
Exactly. That's what I do my whole life. Oh. This one also scares me.
No, this one's okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just glancing and seeing the word Jewish reappear many times, I'm like, okay. Come Out of My House by Mickey Katz, released September 1951. Peaked at number 22 on the Billboard best-selling pop singles chart. What number did I just say?
I don't know. You've got it in front of you.
Okay. Because I said...
it was 2.
No, 22. Okay.
I think this one was in like pasta sauce commercials.
Understand, we haven't had any alcohol at all whatsoever, and he still can't read.
I'm just dyslexic. Come Out of My House was written by Ross Bagdasarian and his cousin Art.
Go ahead.
No, you pointed at me. What?
Do you know who Ross Bagdasarian
No.
is?
That's why there was a question mark at the end of that.
Well, go ahead. I was wondering, maybe I explained it in there.
And his cousin, Armenian-American Pulitzer Prize-winning author William Soroyan?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm good at pronouncing. The melody is based on an Armenian folk song, and the lyrics refer to the traditional Armenian custom of inviting relatives and friends over to your house and supplying a generously overflowing table of fruits, nuts, seeds, and other foods. The song did not surface until it was performed in the off-Broadway production of The Sun in 1950, but the song slumbered in relative obscurity until it became a hit when recorded by Rosemary Clooney. Mickey Katz was an American musician and comedian who specialized in Jewish humor. He was the father of actor Joel Grey and grandfather of actress Jennifer Grey. This version of Come On to My House by Mickey Katz and his orchestra is up-tempo with a frantic, really swinging arrangement led by piano, bass, and drums with intermittent horn passages, including an excellent Middle Eastern-flavored bridge led by trumpet, clarinet, and violin. We have every instrument. Katz' Jewish-style voice being out front, which, although... Okay. This is... You wrote this so weird. Although the vocal style he uses has novelty elements, actually works well.
Okay, so do you know the famous people that have been mentioned
I know who
in
Jennifer
here?
Grey is, yes.
Rosemary Clooney is the aunt of
George Clooney?
George Clooney.
Okay.
Ross Bagdasarian is David Seville of the Chipmunks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you started to... it's gone? It's back. You started to say that, and I was seriously about to argue with you and be like, no, why I cannot remember this name.
God, I hated Alvin and the Chipmunks.
What the hell was the name of the dude in Mallrats?
Which dude?
He was also in... He was in the, 2000s Alvin and the Chipmunks as Dave.
Oh, Jason Lee.
Jason
Yeah,
Lee.
okay, I knew he had two first names.
Yeah.
I cannot remember that man's name to save my life.
All right, so anyway, here's Come On to My House.
Come on in my hoys, I'm gonna give you tegala. Come on in my hoys, I'm gonna give you papicha, una pizza caleva. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in mine hoys, I'm gonna give you chicken fliegel and a Luxen kegel. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in my hoys, no function on. Come on in my hoys, I'm gonna give you 2 cents plain. Come on, I'll give you grippiness. It's licked him boy just like a stain. Come on in mine hoys, I'm gonna give you matty ball. Come on in my hoys, I'm gonna give you knishun, fishun, a glazel head a call. Head a call? Thank you. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in my hoys, I'm gonna give you Simmerson Knadel, and I love you, Shatel. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in my hoys, come on. Come on in my hoys, I'm gonna give you Pesach wine. Come on in my hoys, Filesun, Fessun, Hackerein, Hackerein. Nu komm schön rein, Bubele.
Okay, moving on to the next one. Big name in this song. This song peaked at number 21 on the Billboard singles chart when buxom hostess Dagmar appeared on Sinatra, that we be Frank and not Nancy, CBS TV show on April 7th, 1951. Columbia Records A&R head Mitch Miller became intrigued by the comic chemistry he perceived between the unlikely duo. With that in mind, songwriter Dick Manning, who would later compose such hits as Fascination, penned Mama Will Bark, which featured an off-key talking singing by Dagmar and sound effects of dogs barking. Miller produced the session on May 10th, 1951, the day before I was born, and the song was released the following month. Mama Will Bark is commonly cited as an emblematic low point in Sinatra's troubled later years at Columbia. Many Sinatra fans call it his worst recording ever and place the blame for it squarely on the head of Mitch Miller. Miller insisted that nobody bring Sinatra in the studio to do something that he doesn't want to do. Then he had the right to okay its release. Sinatra himself later said of the song, "The only good it did me was with the dogs."
So, enjoy. Even Sinatra hated this.
So, here's a real treat for all of you listening.
Sounds like something Southern people would say, some weird expression, like, oh, Mama will bark.
My feet were killing me, my dogs were barking. I must have fallen asleep where I was parking. And then I dreamed 2 dogs were talking, take my word. It was the doggonest thing you ever heard. She said,
Mama will bark. bark.
You look so lovely in the moonlight.
Yes, but Papa will bark.
Your eyes are shining like the starlight.
Yes, but Mama will bark.
Your lips are so inviting, darling. Give me one more kiss.
Mama will spank.
The night is young and you are here so near.
But Papa will spank.
Please let me whisper in your ear, my dear.
But Mama will spank.
This is the moment I have dreamed of, darling. Oh, what a bliss. I think that I shall never see a tree as lovely as thee. Hot dog, woof.
Take me right home.
I wish the night would never end.
I know, but Papa will spank.
I'd like to be more than a friend.
I know, but Mama will bark.
You know I'm crazy about you, honey. Give me one more kiss. Give me a kiss.
I really have to go. Mama will worry.
Give me a kiss.
It's getting late. I really have to hurry. Well, just a teensy-weensy little one, and then good night.
Give me your paw.
Something inside me says I really shouldn't.
Let me hold your paw.
If it was anybody else, I wouldn't.
Give me your paw.
The way you make me stay out late with you, it just ain't right.
I swear that I shall never see a canine lovely as thee. Hot dog, woof.
Take me right home.
I wish the night would never end.
I know, but Papa will spank.
I'd like to be more than a friend.
I know, but Mama will bark.
You know I'm crazy about you, honey. Give me one more kiss.
So you're the air Dale that's been keeping me daughter out late every night, huh? Well, take that, and take that, and take that.
Hot dog, woof.
I don't understand why Sinatra thought this was that bad a song, although it is pretty bad. We're going to pause here for a moment because everyone has deserted me. And Michael is the next one that is going to be presenting a song. So I'm going to pause it right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Next up is I've Got You Under My Skin by Stan Freberg. Released July of 1951. Peaked at number 20 on the Billboard Best-Selling Pop Singles chart. And number 11 on the Billboard Records Most Played by Disc Jockeys chart. The song was written by Cole Porter, introduced in the musical film Born to Dance in 1936. The song was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Song that year, but was beaten by The Way You Look Tonight. I've Got You Under My Skin would become most famously associated with Frank Sinatra. Stan Freberg's version is a parody of the call and response style used by the Weavers and Terry Gilkyson in On Top of Old Smoky, a number 2 hit in 1951.
I've got you deep in the heart of me.
So deep in my heart.
So deep in my heart.
You're really a part of me.
You're really a part of me.
I've got you.
I've got you
under my skin.
Under my skin.
I've tried so.
I've tried so.
Something or other.
Something or other.
I've said to myself this affair.
I've said to myself this affair.
Darn it, what are those words?
Oh, darn it, what are those words?
I'm sorry, I lost it up. Let's start the thing over.
I'm sorry I lost it up. Let's start the thing over.
No, let's take it again from the top.
Top! On top of Old Smoky.
Covered with snow.
Covered with snow.
You're singing the wrong song.
You're singing the wrong song.
Now you've ruined everything. Egad.
Egad, you under my skin.
I'd sacrifice anything, come to make for the sake of having you near.
I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near.
In spite of a warning voice that comes in the night, or repeats, my.
In spite of the warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my.
Don't you know, little fool?
Don't you know, little fool?
Never can win.
You never can win.
Use your mentality.
Use your mentality. Wake up to reality.
Wait for me. But each time I do,
Each time I do,
the thought of you makes me stop.
Well, that ends very abruptly.
Yes, it does. Oh, I've forgotten about that one. It was pretty good. All right, Jacob, you're on.
Tongue Twisters by Danny Kaye, released October of 1951. Danny Kaye, born David Daniel Kaminsky, was an American actor, comedian, singer, and dancer. His performances featured physical comedy, idiosyncratic pantomimes, and rapid-fire novelty songs. His films were popular, especially for his performances of patter songs, and favorites such as Inchworm and The Ugly Duckling.
This one might actually, I like Danny Kaye.
Yeah. And at one point, he was part owner of the Seattle Mariners.
Well, that's relevant.
But it's politically
For all you
correct.
baseball fans out there.
Everybody's heard of Peter Piper and the peck of pickled peppers that he picked. That's such a silly, simple children's game. It hasn't even got a name. But I'd like to bet that it'll trip you. Like to bet you that you'll have to say you're licked. If Peter Piper you pronounce with ease, then twist your tongue around these. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For Moses he knows his toes ain't roses, and Moses supposes his toes to be.
That's tongue twister, and it seems so easy till the word gets sprung. If you insist you want to try a list, then step up, mister, and twist your tongue.
Now Kissel will whistle at busty Miss Russell, who rustle and bustle till Kissel will roar. So Russell asked Axel for Kissel's dismissal, and this'll teach Kissel to whistle no more.
That's tongue twister, and it seems so easy till you twist your tongue.
Tito and Toto were tattooed in Toto, but Toto was only tattooed on his toe. So Toto told Tito where Toto was tattooed, but Tito said Toto's tattoo wouldn't show. Theta thought Thora was thumping her thimble, but Thomas thought Thora was thumping a drum. Said Theta, if Thora's not thumping her thimble, I think that she surely is thumping her thumb.
It's tongue twister, and it seems so easy till the word gets sprung. If you insist you want to try a list, then step up, mister, and twist your tongue.
Now Charlie is cherry when choosing his cheeses, and cheese is a challenge when Charlie arrives. But Charlie is charming and chooses a cheddar, then chills it and chips it and chops in some chives. Hedda is hoping to hop to Tahiti to hack a hibiscus to hang on her hat. Now Hedda has hundreds of hats in her hat rack, so how can her hop to Tahiti help that? Snobby Miss Nora is sniffing a snuffer. The snuff has no sniff and it makes Nora sneeze. When snide Alice Norton hears Nora is sneezing, she snappily snorts Nora sneezing a breeze. Sheila is selling her shop at the seashore, for shops at the seashore are so to lose. Now she's not so sure of what she should be selling. Should Sheila sell seashells or should she sell shoes?
Tongue twister, and it seems so easy till the word gets sprung. If you insist you want to try a list, then step up, mister, and twist your...
Twistifer Twistle was trying to whistle, but Twistifer twisted his tongue.
Our next selection is called Herring Boats, and this is another one by Mickey Katz. And surprisingly, I don't know if he had cats or not. This song peaked at number 28 on the Billboard best-selling pop singles chart. The song is a spoof of Joe Stafford's Shrimp Boats hit. Mickey Katz was an American musician and comedian who specialized in Jewish humor. And at this late date in 1951, he was still the father of Joel Grey and the grandfather of actress Jennifer Grey.
I wonder when that changed.
I don't think it changed. I'm sure Jennifer Grey hadn't even been born at this point. He was presuming.
Herring boats are coming. Herring boats. Herring boats are coming. Herring boats. Herring boats are coming with bagels and logs. Herring boats are coming with stinken Heinbanner. You got to hurry up, you got to leave. Herring's kosher, aber shrimp is reif. Herring boats are coming with bagels and logs. Herring boats are coming with bagels and logs. Herring boats are coming, der Schiff geht da bloß. Hey, der Captain is a Trombeneck, soll bloß schön von Nuss. Alle Weiber sein schön ausgepitzt, in dem Mikve haben sie geschwitzt. Oi, Herringboats are coming.
Ah, that's good news tonight.
Herringboats are coming. Oh, that's good news tonight.
They say love them, ja, mina Beut kelle schön. Oi, die Mädler schreien im Französisch goodbye. Haleva, und der Louisiana Moon glanzt und scheint.
Herringboats are coming with bagels and wine.
Oi, der Boot hat geschockelt, oi, auf dem Deck ist ihn angemacht.
You gotta hurry, hurry, hurry up.
Ich hab a Pumpernickel und a Schnaps, oi, Herringboats are coming. Oi, es ist Freilach tonight. Die Wasser und Teichel, heute möcht's eine Gutkeit im Beichel, mit der Schipper Heu, wo und wie geht es? Heute don't catch no Mullets oder Pike oder Carp, ein Toffen erst mit Hering mit Potatoes. Die Heringboot sei kimmen, heu am Maseltofferei. Step right up, Tante, und gib a Quetscherfilet. In a Paper is wird's eingewickelt, jeder Marinated Schmalz abpickelt. Oi, Herringboats are coming, get stinken Heinbader.
Herringboats are coming with bagels and wine.
Herringboats are coming, get stinken Heinbader.
Herringboats are coming with bagels and wine.
Herringboats are coming, get stinken.
Let's go right into the next one. Hambone by Red Saunders with Dolores Hawkins and the Hambone Kids. Released February of 1952, peaked at number 30 on the Billboard Best-Selling Pop Singles chart and number 20 on Billboard Records Most Played by Disc Jockeys chart. Hambone by Red Saunders and his orchestra features vocal support from Dolores Hawkins and the Hambone Kids, Sammy McGreer, Ronnie Strong, and Delecta Clark. The song is performed up-tempo with a novelty-style arrangement, including sound effects, fronted by enthusiastic vocals. I almost read that way wrong. It would have totally changed. The record was Saunders' solitary pop chart success.
Hambo! Hambo!
Hambone, Hambone, have you heard? Pop's gonna buy me a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Pop's gonna buy me a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine, Pop's gonna take to the fire and down. Hambone!
Yeah!
Hambone, Hambone, where you been? Round the world and I'm going again. Hambone, Hambone, where's your wife? In the kitchen cooking rice. Hambone!
Yeah! Yeah!
Damn the dog, use the farm. Always call for his Hambone. When you get it, you eat it fast. No Hambone just wouldn't last. Hambone!
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
That was inappropriate.
Yeah, we here in the studio agree that that one is up there for probably the best one so far.
Like, still listenable today?
Yeah, yes.
I don't know. I like that one by Stan Freberg.
Oh.
I like the Spike Jones songs.
That's good because you're going to get another one.
Oh, boy. It's in the book Grandma's Lye Soap by Johnny Stan... Is the D silent Stanley or Standley?
It's probably Standley.
Okay. Reminds me there's a dude for the Padres that's name is... It's Bradley, but there's a G. So it looks like it's Bragdley. Anyway, released September 1952, peaked at number 1 on the Billboard chart. It's in the Book is a recorded comic monologue, partly sung, partly an exhortation in the manner of a revivalist preacher on the subject of Little Bo Peep. Okay. It was marketed as a pop song and made the Billboard chart in 1952, reaching number 1. It sold over 1 million copies and was awarded a gold disc. The recording can be heard in the background in the final scene of the 1951 film The Last Picture Show.
51?
71. Sorry. Hey, that was in the movie the year before it was written.
Well, we are doing 1950s novelty songs, so I don't blame you for
It's one of the few movies that was released before it was made.
Absolutely.
I have a message for you. A very sad message. My subject for this evening will be Little Bo Peep. It says here, Little Bo Peep, who was a little girl, has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Now that's reasonable, isn't it? It's reasonable to assume if Little Bo Peep had lost her sheep, it's only natural that she wouldn't know where to find them. That basically is reasonable, but leave them alone. Now that overwhelms me. Completely overwhelms me. The man said she lost a sheep. Turns right around and boldly states she doesn't know where to find them. And then has the stupid audacity to say, leave them alone. Now think for a moment, think. If the sheep were lost and you couldn't find them, you'd have to leave them alone, wouldn't you? So leave them alone. Leave them alone. It's in the book. Leave them alone. And they being the sheep, they will come home. Oh, yes, they'll come home. Oh, there'll be a brighter day tomorrow. They will come home. It's in the book. They will come home. A wagon, the tails. Pray tell me, what else could they wag? They will come home a wagging their tail. Behind them. Behind them. Did we think they'd wag them in front? Of course, they might have come home in reverse. They could have done that, I really don't know. But nonetheless, it's in the book. Now, if you will, kindly pick up your books and turn to page 222. We'll ask you all to sing. You'll find your books on the backs of your seats. Are we ready? Everyone, 222, let's really enjoy ourselves. Let's live it up all together. You remember Grandma's lye soap
good for everything in the home. And the secret was in the scrubbing. It wouldn't suds and couldn't foam. Then let us all sing right out of Grandma's Lysol. Used for everything, everything on the place, the pots and kettles, the dirty dishes, and for your hands, and for your face, oh, for your hands. Shall we now sing the second verse? Let's fill it with a great exuberance. Let's live it up. It's not raining inside tonight. Everyone, let's have a happy time. Are we ready? All together. The second verse. Little Herman and Brother Thurman had an aversion to washing their ears. Grandma scrubbed them with the Lysol, and they haven't heard a word in years. Then let us all sing right out of Grandma's Lysol. Sing all out, all over the place, the pots and kettles, the dirty dishes, and also hands, and also hands. Well, let's sing what's left of the last verse. Let's have a happy time, everyone. The last verse all together. Everyone. Thank you kindly. Mrs. O'Malley, out in the valley, suffered from ulcers, I understand. She swallowed a cake of Grandma's Lysol, has the cleanest ulcers in the land. Then let us all sing right out of Grandma's Lysol. Sing right out, all over the place, the pots and pans, all dirty dishes and the hands.
Sorry, Jake's asleep at the wheel here.
I'm not asleep. I'm just sitting here.
I'll take it out in post.
Well, you're up next.
I am. Am I?
No, he just introduced that one.
Yeah, I introduced
was that yours?
So you're next.
No, I'm next. No, wait, you are next.
Oh my god, it's a straight line and we can't figure it out.
We'll cut that cough out. Another Stan Freberg song, and this one is called Try, and it peaked at number 20 on the Billboard Best-Selling Pop Singles chart, and number 15 on the Billboard Records Most Played by Disc Jockeys chart, which I'm sure doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't.
Try by Stan Freberg is a parody of Johnny Ray's massive 1951 hit Cry. Freberg's deliberately overwrought, hysterical, sobbing style vocal is an exaggerated imitation of Ray quickly pales in interest. So I guess this is not going to be a very good song. But we're going to play it anyway.
If you're happy and your eyes are always dry, don't you know that it's the thing to sob and sigh? Singers do it, crowds do it, even little white clouds do it. You too can be unhappy if you try. Don't you know nobody laughs it up no more? If your heart ain't broken, you don't know the
car. Oh, wipe off that smile and weep a while, 'cause it's real Georgia to cry. Don't be a snob, you too can sob if you just tell right. Don't you know nobody left it up? If your heart is broken, you don't know the score. Wipe off that smile and weep a while, 'cause it's a real Georgia to cry. Don't be a snob, sit down and sob. Come on and
I think you're up.
Yeah, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by Spike Jones and his City Slickers. Released November 52, peaked at number 4 on the Billboard chart.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. What a laugh it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep.
I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. Oh boy, what a laugh it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night.
Christmas carols are really the worst, aren't they?
Yeah, especially when it's
not at
sung by
Christmas
that.
time.
Oh, this one I have heard and sung myself a lot. Moses by Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor, released December of 1952. The Singin' in the Rain original motion picture soundtrack album reached? That's not a word. Reached number one on the oh my god. It reached number one on the Billboard album chart. Moses is a song featured in the 1952 film Singing in the Rain. The song is sung as Donald O'Connor's character drops in as Gene Kelly's character takes an elocution lesson with a speech teacher. One of the tongue twisters the speech teacher gives as a challenge sets off this high-energy song and dance by the two who turn the teacher into a prop.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously.
But Moses, he noses, his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously.
A Mose is a Mose.
A rose is a rose.
A toes is a toes.
Hoop-de-doodle-doodle.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For Moses, he noses, his toes aren't roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be.
Moses
supposes his toes are roses.
Moses
supposes erroneously.
Moses
his toes are roses.
As Moses supposes his toes to be.
Rose is a rose, is a rose, is a rose, is a rose, is what Moses supposes his toes is. Couldn't be a lily or a tappy dilly. It's gotta be a rose, cause it rhymes with Mose. Moses!
I sure do love it when songs end with no warning, and it's gone, and it's back.
All right, the next one is a song by Patti Page called How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? It was released in January of 1953, and it peaked at number one on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. In Patti Page's original recording of How Much Is That Doggy in the Window, it included the sound of dogs barking as credited on the label as Barks by Joe and Mac.
How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. I must take a trip to California and leave my poor sweetheart alone. If he has a dog, he won't be lonesome, and the doggy will have a good home. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. I read in the papers there are robbers with flashlights that shine in the dark. If he has a doggy to protect him, he'll scare them away with one bark. I don't want a bunny or a kitty. I don't want a parrot that talks. I don't want a bowl of little fishies. You can't take a goldfish for a walk. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggies, I do hope that doggies, I do hope that doggies for sale.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Michael's going to do one more, and we're going to end part one of Novelty Songs of the 1950s. So take it away, Michael.
Finally is The Hunting Song by Tom Lehrer, released January of 1953, appeared on the album Songs by Tom Lehrer. Songs by Tom Lehrer was recorded in a single one-hour session on January 22nd, 1953, at the Trans Radio studio in Boston for the total studio cost of $15. Thomas Andrew Lehrer is an American former musician, singer-songwriter, satirist, and mathematician, having lectured on mathematics and musical theater. He is best known for the pithy and humorous songs that he recorded in the 1950s and 60s. His songs often parodied popular musical forms, though he usually created original melodies when doing so.
I always will remember 'twas a year ago November I went out to hunt some deer on a morning bright and clear. I went and shot the maximum the game laws would allow, 2 game wardens, 7 hunters, and a cow. I was in no mood to trifle, I took down my trusty rifle and went out to stalk my prey. What a haul I made that day. I tied them to my fender and I drove them home somehow, 2 game wardens, 7 hunters, and a cow. The law was very firm, it took away my permit, the worst punishment I ever endured. It turned out there was a reason, cows were out of season and one of the hunters wasn't insured. People ask me how I do it, and I say there's nothing to it. You just stand there looking cute, and when something moves, you shoot. And there's 10 stuffed heads in my trophy room right now, 2 game wardens, 7 hunters, and a cow. Yes, the law was very firm, it took away my permit, the worst punishment I ever endured. It turned out there was a reason, cows were out of season, and one of the hunters wasn't insured. People ask me how I do it, and I say there's nothing to it. You just stand there looking cute, and when something moves, you shoot. And there's 10 stuffed heads in my trophy room right now, 2 game wardens, 7 hunters, and a purebred Guernsey cow.
All right, so that's going to wrap things up. We're just going to get ready to get our butts out of here. We had some cool calls to the boss line. We're going to send out some dedications. Big Al, Red, Louie, Spike, Choo Choo, Spanish Anna, Dirty Nary, Nick the Great, Baby Carlos Jr., Pee Wee Toots, Papa Spot, Greasy Creep, Lissy Mush, Ralph, and Brucey. This is Dad saying goodnight.
This is Jacob saying goodnight.
And Mike saying goodbye.